You're starting to sound like this MRSA outbreak is my fault.
Not necessarily, but our first staff patient was Flora, and you're her doctor.
You are not to treat Mrs. McNulty or any other surgical patients in the clinic until the swab results come through.
Flora McNulty, how is she?
Not good, mate. We're doing 4 early dressings, but Chris reckons the hip's gonna have to come out.
Another operation, it'll kill her.
If the staph infection kills her first.
Well, a surgeon responsible for the hip replacement, I don't think she's going to be strong.
Johnny, please. She won't be going to theatre. She's just died.
No thanks, mate.
Something stronger. You can't win them all.
Poor old Flora. She never had a chance.
She was old and weak. It was always going to be touch and go.
Yeah, when her doctor's carrying the infection that killed her.
You don't know that.
You're looking at the prime suspect.
Any of us could be the carrier. We did our best.
Yeah, I know.
This kind of thing can strike anywhere.
What are you trying to tell me? If it was you, you'd be out night clubbing?
No, but I might wait for the results before I gave myself a really hard time.
Fair enough.
So, you want to check out the room while you're here?
Oh, no need.
You changed your mind?
No, I was thinking of moving in, if that's okay.
Yeah, fine. In the weekend, maybe.
Well, I was thinking of tomorrow.
Yeah, great.
Hey, thanks. I'm sorry about today.
It's okay.
Guess you never thought you'd end up at the cop shop.
Lucky you can tell the difference between grass and peppermint tea.
Yeah, well, you know, I shouldn't have trusted the dealer. I didn't even look at it. He's gonna pay.
Why'd you buy it in the first place?
I don't know, thought it'd be cool. Out on the bike, on the open road, out of my head. Be wicked.
Oh, yeah, with me on the back. Thanks.
Hell no. I ain't taking you anywhere for a while.
Oh, I can wait.
Well, great. As soon as I've got my license
Am I
back.
just giving you the hard word then?
It's time I struck it out on my own.
Well, sorry. Can't stay here, Stuart. Full house.
It's cool. I knew that.
Yeah, besides old Marjorie, what do you think's I'm in league with the devil?
It's cool.
Bet there's a couch if you really need one, eh?
There's plenty of other places I can crash.
Oh, that's okay then.
Yeah, well, see you at the factory tomorrow.
Yeah, take care.
Yeah.
Well, you're one tough lady.
I threw him out, didn't I?
You call that throwing him out?
Well, what else was I supposed to say?
The truth.
Is that you, Nick?
No, it's Stuart.
Stuart? It's a bit late, isn't it?
Oh, he's Nick at Med.
No, he wangled some money out of me for takeaways and I haven't seen him since.
You planning on having an early night?
Yeah, I was hoping to. I'm still feeling a bit crook.
Oh, I should get home then.
What's with the bag?
Oh, I broke out of cold.
Have you had a row with Marg?
Oh, I managed to disappoint her yet again. Yeah, some cops stopped me on my bike. Found some stuff on me.
Stuff? You mean drugs?
Yeah. Some jerk palmed me off with peppermint tea.
What were you doing mixing with that type in the first place?
Just wanted to try it.
But you've got more sense than that, Stuart.
Oh, the old sensible Stuart. Sorry, Jen, I'm sick of him.
He had a lot going for him.
But he wasn't having any fun, was he? And I bet you weren't so sensible when you were young either.
No, but mostly because I didn't know any better. You do. Look, I'm sorry, Stuart. I can't let you stay here. It would hurt Marge too much, and I can't do that to her.
Yeah, back to Colditz.
You'll be leaving home soon enough. But now's not the time, and not like this.
No, not with the friends I've got, no.
Sorry, Stuart.
Don't worry, it's cool. I'll go home. Not because I want to.
Don't you believe in makeup?
A little when I go out.
What about some colour around your eyes?
It's not really me.
I wear heaps when I'm working. I can look great.
You don't look too bad now.
I'm not going to look like this in my coffin. I've told Mum and Dad to send in the undertaker. He's going to get it right. Colour.
You're into long-term planning.
Hardly. The old bird who died, she had what I've got, didn't she?
Who told you that?
It's one of the nurses been naughty.
Yes, they haven't given you the whole story.
This bug thing can kill you, can't it?
The patient who died was elderly. She'd had a major operation. She was at much greater risk than you.
But there's still a risk, eh?
Look, all your signs are good. The antibiotics are doing their job, so you should be back home in a few days.
Am I gonna walk out of here?
Yes, of course. Why?
I've read that with diabetics, if an infection gets out of control, they have to amputate.
Look, you don't have to worry about that. The only thing that's out of control is your imagination.
Yeah, well, it's all I've got to do, isn't it? Think. Or I can stare at the walls and wait for the olds to turn up and cluck at me. Painful. Why can't I see some of my mates?
Unfortunately, we have to have strict rules at times like this.
What if I die of boredom?
Is it really that bad? No promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Is that only having for breakfast?
I'll grab something at work.
Get out of the way, man. I need some fuel.
You'd love it on the waterfront.
In the deck chair, yeah.
Like I'm telling you, set you up for the day. You can handle anything.
Watch out for the kryptonite, Superman.
The kid love it. I'd love it.
No, I've got to get to work. Only hope you can make it.
So, when are you going to take this perfect body of yours for a run?
Too much for you, mate.
Maybe for Leanne. You should stop pushing her.
I just wanted to look after herself.
Sure, but she doesn't have to enter the marathon, does she?
Did I say that?
She's doing okay.
Yeah, I know.
So, give her some space. Well, she will start running.
We're not having a garage sale, are we?
Oh, Hone's stuff. He's moving out today.
Oh. Still feeling crook?
Nice of you to notice.
Well, hasn't Hone fixed you up with the potion?
It's the flu. There's nothing he can do.
But you've been like this for days.
I'll be all right. I just need to get some rest.
Well, what about the hot shots at the clinic? Have you checked it out with them? Well, why not, Mum? I suppose you expect me to stay home and play nurse.
I wouldn't dream of asking.
Hey, I know. Music. My music. It'll cheer you up.
No, Nick, please.
Oh, come on, just 2 songs. I wrote them last night. They're awesome.
It's the last thing in the world, I feel like.
Fine. Stay miserable then. You're not doing anything about it, so you must be enjoying it.
Bad news about Mrs. McNulty.
Yeah. She was a nice old duck.
Are you okay?
Yeah, bearing up. Hey, sorry about yesterday, that crack about Nuremberg. Guess I'm getting sick of being treated like a leper.
I know. You'd think they'd know better.
Fear, I suppose.
And ignorance. I mean, you get this sort of infection because you're sick, not because you're careless.
Well, that's what I keep telling myself.
Ah, there you are. Swab results have come through. Just thought you'd like to know. Thanks, Kirsty.
It's okay.
Right, here we go.
Haven't felt this nervous since I said school C.
You're clear. So are all the other medical staff.
Oh, great.
So I'm off light duties?
As of now.
I think I'll sidle off to Marg and whisper sweet nothings in her ear.
Do that. Oh, well, so far so good, but we still don't have our carrier.
Well, what do we do next?
Swab all the ancillary staff. Cleaners, reception, ambulance guys, anybody that's had contact with either patient.
And that'll cost a fortune.
Yeah, but we have to act responsibly. And that means doing everything we can to find the source of the infection.
I'm in a coffee shop, aren't I? Not a recycling centre.
Well, it depends on whether you're talking about the staff or not.
I wouldn't dare. The coffee?
I've made it too weak. I'm sorry. Look, just give me a minute and I'll get you a new one.
Fine.
You did that really well. We get some tricky customers in here.
Yeah, well, I've been dealing with tricky customers most of my life.
It must have been tough building yourself a whole new life.
Some days.
Lucky you've got Sam, though. He's so sweet.
Yeah, when I get things right. It's not so hot when I don't.
Does he give you a hard time?
No, sort of. You know, just about clothes and smoking and stuff.
I always sort of saw Sam as a live and let live kind of a guy, really.
He wants me to go to church.
He sounds like my mother. She thinks I get up to all sorts of wicked things. If only.
Yeah, well, I've been a very good girl lately, but I'm sure as hell not aiming for sainthood.
Not me, though I might as well be.
There's not much point if you can't have some fun once in a while, eh?
You're so right.
Aren't you late?
Not for the late shift, no.
You were late in last night. You are back home, I take it.
For the time being.
Where were you then?
I dropped in at the local opium den.
Are your eyes usually like that, Stuart?
Like what?
I still want to know where you were.
I was round at Nick's.
And I'm supposed to think that was all right, am I?
Yourself.
Marg, Stuart, when you're ready, Honey will take your swabs.
Oh, not necessary in my case. I have the highest standards in personal hygiene.
She's got the badges to prove it.
Look, that's got nothing to do with how many times you wash your hands.
Where do they take these swabs?
From the perineum and the mucous membrane in the nasal cavity.
Up your nose with a rubber hose.
Oh, Stuart. Have you heard? They want the reception staff to take these humiliating tests.
We're all possible carriers. Dr. McKenna wouldn't be doing this job if he didn't take it into caution.
Oh, you would say that now that you're in cahoots with them.
Some typing when you've got time. I can come now if that's okay.
Yeah, me too.
I'm fine.
Well, she's used to living in a house full of people, music. Now it's like living in prison.
Yeah, with the occasional visit from our own Ku Klux Klan.
And a couple of bewildered parents. I think she's feeling really alone.
Oh, I know how she feels.
Oh, poor little thing. Oh, well, you better watch out. Honey's back on deck now.
Oh, does this mean I get the odd crumb?
Maybe. I'll have to check my appointment book.
But in the meantime...
Oh, don't mind me.
That'll keep.
Yeah. We're just talking about Kim.
Surely there must be some way she could get to see some of her friends.
Next to kin only for the moment.
When you're a teenager, your parents aren't always the best company. And she's in danger of getting severely depressed, and that's not going to help her recovery.
Really?
Well, if her friends are gowned up and there's only a couple at a time, what's the hassle?
Let's see how she is in 24 hours. Until then, you can get into all that gear and keep her amused, if you like.
Whoa, serious sugarhead. Where'd this come from? You've been checking out the guards.
Not that hard up.
Where'd it come from then?
The tooth fairy?
Appearance?
Use your brain.
A mystery guess, eh? Someone on staff.
Cold.
An outsider then.
Maybe.
And master of disguise.
He looked like you, only shorter.
A shorty, you say?
Yeah, like rock and roll.
If this fan were a dog, what kind of dog would he be?
I don't know. A golden Labrador?
Thank you, Miss Furious. You have been most helpful. I shall assemble all the suspects tonight at 8, and all shall be revealed.
Couldn't you just trash the can and forget it?
That would be simpler, yes.
OK, Marjorie, time for your break.
Before I go, I'd appreciate it if you'd divert your attentions away from Stuart.
What attentions? He's just a friend.
A plaything, more like. Oh, I know it's the fashion for older women to hitch themselves to younger men.
It's ridiculous.
You can strike Stuart off your menu.
Marge, you ready for your nasal cavity? Oh, that woman is losing it. She thinks I'm a man-eating cradle snatcher or something. She thinks you're messing with Stuart, and frankly, I don't blame her. No way. Have you told him that? I tried. Just don't want to hurt his feelings. Why are you going to, so just do it. I don't suppose... No.
What?
Kirsty, do you think you could talk to him for me?
Why should I do your dirty work for you?
Because he doesn't listen to a word that I say. Yeah, it must be the violins in his ears. Please. OK, I'll give it a go. Oh, you won. Jean, you look awful. You're not coming back to work, are you?
No, not yet. I was hoping to see Honey.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. I'll see he's free.
I'm never sick. Now I've left Michael in the lurch all this time. I feel terrible about it.
Well, don't worry. I'm looking after things. No complaints so far.
Of course not.
I'm really enjoying it, and Dr. McKenna seems happy. I better get back, though. Take care.
He'll see you in 10 minutes, Jenny. Thanks.
Yo, Sammy.
Yo.
Message from Leanne. She's out with friends. Don't wait up.
Is that it? Who's she with? Where?
Oh, no idea. She just said she's at the pub.
You owe me, mate.
Hey, hang on.
For selling me that crap.
Where's my thanks?
What, for ripping me off?
I saved you, bacon.
Yeah, but you still ripped me off, Nick.
I would have given you some, man, but I'm not a dealer.
Since when?
It was a joke, man. And face it, you're not cut out to be a drug fiend.
How embarrassing. And in front of Elison.
Don't worry, she'll forgive you.
Yep, that's all.
And you want more? Dream on, mate. Speaking of dreams, I'm out of here.
Hey, what about my tin?
What did Nick want?
To gloat?
Grounded her.
You heard... What did Elison say?
Not much.
Made a complete idiot out of myself.
Quit while you're ahead then. Look, Alison's not interested, Stuart.
What would you know?
Stuart? Do I have to spell it out for you?
No, not your version, Kirsty, no.
You've got to stop mooning around her. It's embarrassing.
I wouldn't expect you to understand, okay? I care about Elison more than anyone. I'm not going to give up that easy.
Suffer then.
Another satisfied customer. Hey, where's your friend?
Which one? I don't exactly have too many at the moment.
Nick, the one with the waggly tail.
No, he was here. He's gone home, I think.
Well, you've got the flu, all right, but there's something else. Around one of your ovaries, the left one, there's a small mass.
What does that mean?
It's soft, I'd say it was a cyst. Your periods have lasted longer, you said, and there's been a bit more pain than usual.
Yeah, I'd started to think it was the beginning of the change. Hot flashes next.
Oh, too soon for that, I'd say.
Is that why I've been feeling so lousy?
No, that's the flu. Look, things can happen to your cervix, the ovaries, and you'd never know for quite some time. That's why they need for regular checks, smears, but you know all about that.
The cyst. Could it be malignant?
Could be. 85% of them are benign, though. Look, one step at a time, eh? We'll do an ultrasound and then we'll know where we're going.
I think you look great.
How do you feel about me in a wheelchair?
You're planning a new act. Gross, I'd love it.
Real life creep. Might have to take my leg off.
No ball.
They do it to diabetics sometimes. If it doesn't heal, chop it off.
Oh, that is gross. Nah, you're kidding.
Am I?
Still make a great act.
Yeah, if I was a folk singer.
Nah, forget the wheelchair. How about Kim Crutch with a K or...
I want to be a singer, not a freak show.
You'll always be a singer. The best.
What have you got there? Another token of your admiration? No, I couldn't.
Have you ever tried to disinfect a guitar?
You play?
No, I muck around. Written these songs. Want to hear one?
Why not?
You have to tell me what you think. Sees it in my eyes, she lets me down the sides. She's in the light, I'm in the night.
You travel light?
Yeah, books. I did warn you it was heavy.
Oh, you read.
I moved my lips, though.
I can't remember the last time I read a whole book.
Well, you wouldn't have time. Your social life is too active, isn't it?
Oh, no, I'm still in the middle of that dry spell I was telling you about. But between the two of us, we should be able to organise some good times.
Maybe. Look, I'll move this stuff on through. It's a bit untidy. I'm tidy, but not that tidy.
Are you sure you haven't packed your rubber gloves?
No gloves.
Well, thank God for that. You know, Oliver had a year's supply and they were all colour-coded. It was yellow for the kitchen and green for the bathroom. I can't remember what orange was for.
Well, we all have our little habits. What are yours?
Nothing too serious.
Well, if there is anything bad, I'll let you know. Anything to eat?
I don't know. I'll have a check, but I wouldn't get your hopes up.
I should get a place of my own, you know.
I only just moved in here. Eggs.
Settle down.
But look what I found.
You're determined to ply me with alcohol, aren't you?
Well, the only other thing in the fridge may once have been cheese, but now it's kind of old and furry and it wouldn't stand still long enough for me to check. You can have that if you like.
No, this beer will be fine.
Come on, mate. Drink up and be merry. We're wild bachelor boys together, young and free. The town isn't safe while we're on the prowl.
No, I think I'm more suited to the quiet life, you know, nice house by the beach. That's more me.
Oh, don't disappoint me now, honey. Let me show you the fast lane for a while. I mean, you're young, you're intelligent, you're relatively good-looking, although, of course, you're no Chris Warner. Relax and enjoy yourself. I mean, you can settle down any time you like. But we have got to have some serious fun first. Mate.
So the whole staff's been tested now?
Major's nostrils are still flaring, but yes, it's been done.
Good.
Sounds like it's coming from one of the private rooms.
3 guesses which one. Who's looking after Kim?
Steve should just be taking over now.
How did I know you were going to say that? You get this lot back to stores, I'll sort out the boy wonder.
I thought I'd tried everything but peppermint tea.
Oh, poor Stuart. He's always been such a good boy. Now he's trying really hard to live life in the fast lane.
Except he's still got our place.
And always in one.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, hey, baby, let's get really wild. Let's have a nice cup of peppermint tea.
Hey, look, I'll get this round.
Hey, look, no, you won't. First week on the job and you've been absolutely terrific. Hey, let's get really wicked and have another bag of chips.
Then we can all go round to Stuart's for a nice
cup of peppermint tea.
So this is where you've been?
Didn't you get my message?
Yeah, but it didn't say where you were.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise I needed a note from home.
I've been to just about every bar in this town.
Checking out the low life.
I'd just like to know where you are.
I'm with friends.
Yeah, well, I thought you'd given up all that.
Hey, Sam! Sammy! Didn't know you were joining us.
Want a drink?
Yes, Sam. How about a nice orange cordial and some fairy bread?
You really get into it, don't you?
Yeah, pretty wild, eh?
Yeah. Sometimes it's good to build it a bit more slowly. Let it grow. Pull them in.
I'm too full on, aren't I?
A little. You need some surprises. A few more chord changes would help.
Less slam bam, more seduction?
Yeah.
How about the words?
I miss some of them.
Oh, I don't think I can sing any louder.
I believe you. Too loud and it's just noise.
That's it. I knew there was something wrong. I can fix it. Tomorrow, I'll be back.
Terry, can you give Jackie a hand in store?
Nurse!
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost it seems. I think a change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
Shortland Street was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand On Air.